this game and these last three games, it's a big step up in competition. Just, because you're playing the top teams in the league now. Does that almost work to ease you into the playoffs to play these kind of teams right at the end here?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, obviously we've had a good run and we've beaten the teams that, we needed to beat. But every game is a new challenge for us. And obviously we're coming in playing a really, a team that's playing at a really high level and a great defensive team in Connecticut. Only have 6 losses all season long. So, it helps us prepare for the playoffs, no doubt, because you're competing against the very best. So it's a good schedule for us to finish.
I know you said you thought you would have Griner back. Is that still the case? And then where does Diana stand right now?
Yeah, BG's back. I mean, it was just a 1-game absence there, so I'm glad we could pull that game out in Atlanta. So she's back. It's great to have her back. She looks good out there. We had a short and sharp practice today. Diana won't be back, but it's a day-by-day thing. I think they've got to hopefully we'll have her back sooner than later, and hopefully she heals quickly. So Diana won't be in, but BG will. And
Connecticut's front line obviously has been their strength all season long, and especially that challenge of dealing with Dawana. Can you just talk about a little bit about that? Basically facing their front line in general.
Yeah, I mean, great front line, but their guards complement them as well too. Obviously, they're allowed to put defensive pressure on there, and they're good facilitators as well. But DB, it's always hard when you're playing another player that's played for you for such a long time. So we know she'll be really motivated. She's having a great season for them. But obviously we just got to make sure we're executing the scout. And I think the most important thing, we can't start slow. We saw last night against LA, I think it was 17-0. And it's a team that can be really dangerous if you allow them to. So we've got to make sure we get off to a better starts than what we have been. We can't be a second half team here. But yeah, DB will be motivated. But look, John Paul Jones is playing great. Brian Jones is playing great. We've got it's a good challenge for us. I look forward to it.
Great, thanks.
Thanks.
All right, we'll kick it over to Alex Stein. Hi, Sandy. You got another former player coming in with Connecticut too in Brianne January, and kind of the season that she's been having, Connecticut really is wanting to kind of push her into all defense consideration. Just kind of in what you've seen from the scout and kind of from the time you know her from when you coached her, what have you kind of seen that she's doing so well on the defensive end?
She's doing what she's always done, to be quite honest. I mean, this is her identity, and she takes pride in that side of the ball. And obviously when she was with us, and she did a fantastic job in the defensive end, and that's why they're one of the best defensive teams in the league. Their guards can put so much pressure on the outside. They've got mobile post players. They rotate well. They've got great length. But Bree's having a great season, and part of the reason that they've only lost 6, but she can be a facilitator. She can play the 1, the 2. She shoots the 3 ball well. But I think it's really for her. It starts with defense. It's a bit like Brianna Turner for us. So she keeps doing. That's what she does well. So she's focused on that and having a great season.
Obviously, I know how much offense is kind of fun and kind of what gets fans, but this is not just a heavy, these are teams coming in with double-digit winning streaks. That's a very rarity in the W, but they're also by far 2 of the best defensive teams here recently. And for you as a coach, does that kind of feel like a little bit of a throwback game, maybe even to when you were playing, with how defensive tomorrow could be that way?
Yeah, I hope so. That's why I said we got to bring it. We can't just wake up in after half time. We've got to make sure that we're locked in defensively, and we're trying to execute the scout as much as we can. We have a physical presence. We're rebounding the ball. We're keeping them out of transition. We just know their individual tendencies, to be quite honest. A lot of great players out there, and we've got to know which way they want to go and where the help needs to come from. But like I said, it's another challenge for us to continue to grow, playing the best team in the league. Obviously they're well coached and they play well together, and it's our home court, and we just got to keep building momentum.
Last question from me. Obviously, when you have neither BG or Diana, you guys need everybody to step up. But as you get into these last 3 games, obviously without Diana now tomorrow, have you kind of looked at this as a coach and said, hey, this is actually a great chance to really find out who am I going to be able to count on for not just these games, but come playoff times amongst kind of your bench players and the other players that you've been lacking having step up from at times, especially in the first half of the year?
Yeah, without a doubt, I think, and that's why I see the glass half full, to be quite honest, because it's like, okay, we're down 2 players. There's no moaning and groaning about it. A lot of players, teams are in the same situation, but it's more, who can step up and fill those voids at both ends of the floor. And I like I said, since the Olympic break, I think our depth, what we envisioned our bench depth being is really stepped up, and that's why one of the reasons why we've been able to go in this winning streak, because it's more than just 5 players, it's a team, and we're getting more contributions from everybody, and it's another opportunity. Shay will continue to start, another opportunity, and then a bench is critical for us to come in and do their job. So but like I said, every game I'm excited for, but that's Connecticut. I mean, that's it's going to be a great indicator of where we're at and what we need to work on, or what worked and what didn't work.
Thanks, Andy.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Andy.